Me and Niku, we just never stopped talking, you know.
Niku, yeah. Oh man.
Okay. I'm gonna run Ash to work on my Ash build to see if I need to change. But it also means I am gonna switch up weapon.
Am I getting these things done on? Where are we doing these? Uranus?
Series, I believe.
Oh. Oh yeah. So these are counting towards mine as well, eh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Give me 2 seconds. I want to see if I can buy a syndicate thing real quick.
Buy a syndicate thing.
Offerings.
What can we do to help your journey?
Trinity Prime has been here for 95 days. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Everything in order,
When is
It's
the
usually
next one
bare
gonna come
minimum
out?
is 3 months as Prime Access.
I will attempt to do my
So is
best.
the next one gonna come out at some point? Soon, is what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean it is kind of weird because they work to line it up with what the PC does. So like even though we're behind in terms of updates, our Prime Access will switch the exact same time as theirs does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which one is Trinity again, anyways? You've already told me, I know, but I can't remember.
She's the healer.
Yeah, you call her a healer, but what are her specials?
What are her abilities?
Oh, she gives you back, like,
So
energy and
she can
health and
heal
stuff?
herself. She can heal everybody's energy. She can heal everybody's health, and she can take part of the damage that would be cast onto her and put it onto enemies instead.
Oh, cool. Not really my playstyle. I just like slashing things. You can call me Muscles Glasses.
No such luck on that. Okay.
You were posting in the...
No, I was seeing if my syndicate sold it, but my syndicate doesn't. So I'll have to trade with somebody eventually for it. Because there is a mod for the Scanna that gives it the explosive damage ability thing like some of my weapons do.
I don't have Eris. I don't have that moon.
Okay.
How do I get it?
Well, we tried to get it last night, remember? By doing
Oh, did
series
we?
and you were and we killed the guy a bunch of times and he didn't drop it.
That's how you get the next planet, though?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Whenever you're ready.
Which one is this?
It's a mobile defense.
Uh, uh,
But yeah, all the syndicates have mods that can bring that same sort of explosive power that the syndicate weapons have to other weapons. And one of the new
oh,
local
yeah.
ones is called, I think it's called like Blind Purity or just Purity. And it's a mod for the Scanna and the Scanna Prime and the Scanna, the Prisma Scanna, which is the one I have.
must deliver payloads and defend.
Do you want me to carry it? I'm only gonna use my pistol probably anyways.
Be prepared for
It's
heavy
okay.
resistance.
Whatever.
I can't do this without you.
Be on guard for the ancients.
I don't shoot things. Remember, I just hack them.
It's funny, I just tried to do that, completely forgetting that I actually have an unranked sword with me right now.
Uh-oh.
I need access to a terminal
Uh-oh, what?
and patch me in.
Oh, you just don't have a ranked sword.
Oh, I'll just use my pistol.
Aw.
Here is a terminal.
I gotta get.
And get ready to defend.
Where is it? It's up, eh?
Yeah.
Is it still up? Where is it?
It's up straight across from you. Look where I am. There you go.
I am Tenno. This will take a moment.
Have you built your Marlock yet?
No. I can't.
No?
I don't have enough stuff. Is it the mutagen mass or whatever I'm missing?
Oh.
It needs like 4 of them, doesn't it? I'll double check.
I mean, you'll be able to buy one soon, which is nice.
Buy one what?
The Marlock.
Why would I be able to buy the Marlock?
Because it's your Syndicate weapon. It's your Syndicate secondary weapon.
Oh. And it's the better one. You said the Syndicate one is the stronger one, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then. I mean, I guess you would use the weaker one only for the level up.
Mastery rank, essentially.
Trying to level your sword up a little bit.
Just a hair. It's at level 2 already.
Already? Yeah, but you have a stance on it, so you must have something put on it, right?
No, it's like it's empty.
Why? You can put stuff on an unranked weapon.
I know. I just grabbed it though. I wasn't
didn't
too
care enough?
concerned.
Heavy infestation ahead.
God damn it.
Oh, I followed you down there.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Second Dream, spoilers. Ability. It's
What are those
amazing.
green lines going through the air?
Toxic damage in the air. One of the little guys that like he like flies like half body guys that do like electrical damage to you.
Oh yeah.
When they explode in clouds of toxin. Try and damage you.
Oh, so we would be having a much rougher time with our health bars.
If
Had
you were standing in them,
rejuvenation,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you just kind of walked away and you don't get any damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
God, I love Blade Storm. So damn good.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's when you see the guys all turn red and then they all just sort of die. When I teleport like crazy around, slashing them.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, the hell?
One of my abilities.
We are finished here. Move on.
My Cindo leveled up.
Nice.
Oh.
I
There we
don't know
go.
why right now the syndicate thing is glitched. And I have the steel meridian symbol like permanently on the top of my screen.
There's a lot of glitches in this game, man. Like a shit ton is what I mean. Which I'm not like, they're not like super deadly, but I have had to do multiple maps over again because a door wouldn't open even though it was the only door.
Yeah,
Isn't that frustrating?
it is. Why am I taking damage right now? Weird.
Cryogenic leakage. Now I have no shields. Thanks, Stefan. You done well.
Oberon chassis blueprint somewhere in this area.
Where are you? Oh,
Right
down
where you
there?
are. Like right, no, like right, you were like right beside the system.
Yeah. I must have got it and not noticed.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh my god, I got sucked into space, Stefan.
Sorry, I
Oh my
forgot
God.
I opened the door.
You need to open it again because I'm behind the door.
Okay, give me seconds.
Like
won't let me
I'm
just
on the
yet.
brink.
The
I'm on
minute
the
it'll
brink.
let me, I will. I don't have access right now. Give me a second.
Fuck, Stefan. You sucked me into space. And now I'm just here.
Here we go. There you go. It's open.
Ah! I died.
After all that.
Hold on,
Sorry.
hold on.
Odds were against us.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Mission
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Not until I collect all the shit that I should have killed. Okay. I was trying to use my rip line and it wasn't working. Hey, that I can use my rip line to like go places faster.
Yeah, and be annoying to me like you just did.
Did I just pull you back?
Yeah.
I win! I'm waiting for you. Oh, I could have saved you. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Yes! Did I just pull you forward?
well
Yeah.
executed.
Yeah, I got that chassis.
Sweet. Prismascana, level 6.
Your Skana?
Yeah.
You're using the Skana? Like the plain Skana?
No, I'm using the Prismascana.
Mm.
So it's a little bit different than the straight up one that you get at the beginning of the game, and stats are better. And it was sold a few weeks ago by the Void Trader guy.
Oh yeah. I got rid of my Skana, I had to make room.
Yeah.
Yep.
I might as well level up the stance mod. What the hell? I haven't exactly gotten that other one yet, so. Oh, we should try and do that after.
I don't have a stance for my Cindo. If you've got an extra, that would be sweet.
I
Actually.
can take a quick look for you. Give me just a moment.
Cool. For an axe. I could give you something probably for equal or lesser value. Depending on what
That
it
worries
is.
me.
I just don't know what I would ever give you. I guess I could give you something that would be fused equivalently the same.
I have 14 slots now.
Oh,
This thing
cool.
is
Isn't that
basically
precious?
all in slash, so let's do it all up with slash. Okay,
I've got
you were asking
gay
me about
energy.
Syndo stances, so let's take a look.
A Cindo stance.
I do.
Oh
Shall
yeah.
we go to the Shall we go to the dojo and do a trade?
Sure. Choo. Choo.
Actually, I'm gonna set myself to go there, and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna go feed Max.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
I'm back.
Good. Alrighty here. I have no idea what I should give you, though. What do you want?
Just give me a brown fusion core. We'll call it even.
A brown fusion core. A brown. I'm just kidding. How do I change that? We'll give you. Ugh. Yeah.
Let me see if I can put any more Nighton extractor in the
Oh,
Kong for the
fucking Yao Chicken is in here. Why is he just standing there?
I saw Jay got online. I'm gonna ask him if he wants. Oh, but it's not him. I keep forgetting that. Goddammit. He even sent me a text
What do you mean
yesterday.
it's not
Came in.
him?
Well, he's still out of state because I got a text from him saying yesterday like, internet shit here. Definitely no gaming. Don't know
No,
about
that's
everything
Yao
else.
Chicken.
I'll donate 10,000
What do you?
ferrite to the. Whoa, not 22. Jesus. Calm yourself.
22,000? What does this do? Should I make the Nakana Katana?
I'm gonna guess you're pronouncing that wrong, so I'm gonna. What are we talking about here?
Nakana? It's the Nakana blueprint. And it says,
Oh yeah,
the
absolutely.
Nakana
Yeah, that's a really good
Katana,
weapon.
is
The
it?
Anku is also really good, and the Tonbo is also really good.
Yanku? Where's the Tonbo? Oh yeah.
The Tonbo is like a status chance melee weapon.
Status, 25%. Yeah, that's pretty high. Did I replicate the blueprint?
Yeah.
I thought the Attica was a really shitty weapon.
It is.
Yao Chicken wants to trade with me. The hell is that? How do I look at critical delay? Oh, he has a continuity, but it's rare. It's not rare, it's shit. Fleeting expertise.
That's a good one.
Fleeting expertise. What does it do?
It increases energy efficiency at the cost of. I'm blanking right now, so I'm gonna just look it up on Wikipedia. You should be able to highlight over it is right now.
I can't go down to look.
It is power efficiency at the cost of duration. So max rank is plus 60% power efficiency for negative 60% duration.
That'd be good for my person, eh? For my. You have. I don't know what I would trade for him.
Ask him what he wants. That's really
On.
good. It'll be really good for
What?
Excalibur, I think. He wants to trade with me now. What does he want?
He exited the trading post. He's showing me what he had.
How annoyed are you right now at this?
This Yao person. He's really fucking. I hate the name more than anything. I think. Is the Cerberus any good or whatever? Cerberus, whatever you want to call it. It's a rifle, lever action rifle.
I've never honestly used it.
It's like equal impact, puncture, and slash damage. Interesting. What is he showing you there?
All the same stuff.
That
I'm guessing
fleeting
he showed you.
expertise. The fleeting expertise, like what would you trade for that?
Another nightmare mod. Possibly 10, maybe 12 platinum, maybe 15.
I don't have any platinum to give him. So, and I wouldn't give him any platinum anyways. I value platinum higher than any of the other things because I need it for spaces. Like honestly, like I would trade a reactor for platinum. That might sound weird, but it's true. All for you. Are you still trading with him?
He wants to.
So what are you gonna give him?
I'm gonna tell him to give it to another clan person.
Who? You already have a fleeting expertise? Oh, was he just... I'm confused. He wrote in the clan message, all for you.
I'm typing, trying to type really fast. I don't know if you can hear the clicking.
Mm-hmm. He's the only other person I've seen online in this clan.
There's a fourth one on right now.
Oh, really?
He might try and trade with you again. You're welcome.
Yeah, but I don't know what I would give him.
Well, I'm guessing he was just gonna give it to me, so.
Why would he's just gonna give it to you? Why are we just standing around each other?
Kind of waiting to see what he does while performing some dance moves.
How do you do that?
Down D-pad.
When I push down D-pad, I don't get anything. Oh. Oh, that's how you do it. Are you meditating now?
Hopefully you'll answer this one.
Oh, so that's how you talk to people without using a headset. If they're
Yeah.
paying attention.
He needs argon crystals. That's the void.
I have a few of them. I have like 10.
He's just one. We could help him do a void run if you want.
What kind of run? Uh. Yeah. I might even step off and just watch some TV.
Yeah.
T1 Survival. I get a lot of good stuff from the Void, so I don't want to give up on it. But yeah, I'm just kind of tired right now.
Alright. Well, do you want to do this void
Invited
run
me.
and then hop off for a while?
Yeah, but T1 Survival, we're gonna be on for 25 minutes or something. So
Yeah, that's
I need to
true.
get some food too. I haven't eaten since breakfast really. I've just kind of been here.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go before I burn out on this game.
Sure.
Played it a lot, so I'm gonna give it a quick rest, and I'll be on at some point tomorrow or later tonight probably.
Sounds good.
Oh, you know what? Actually, just before I do go, I want to check that collector.
That what?
My collector thing.
Ah, yeah.
Actually, I really like the survival stuff now, for the most part.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, it's fun because it's just endless killing, so it's like defense. Oh, 7 minutes? Okay, well. Anyways, I'll chat to you later. I'm gonna unplug my headset. And
Sounds
the
good.
game will be
Catch you
on,
later.
but I'm gonna be on my PlayStation 3, so
Alright.
cool. Bye.
Bye.
Operator, I've run.
Alright, so I'm just working on getting Ash going. I'm testing some ideas. I know the old way to run Ash is to Forma him and put Energy Siphon up top. Frankly, I don't think he really needs Energy Siphon. I've never felt crazy amount of demand for Energy Siphon on him. I mean, if I want a completely stealth Warframe, I'll go with Loki. So I get, with my build right now, which is mostly centered around it being efficient, I get, I think it's a 9 seconds of stealth.
The alarm.
Grineer prey on the weak, but we prey on the Grineer.
They've turned off critical life support systems. I suspected they might try this. Stand by for support. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low. Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies. Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
Now, as you can see here, I mean, it's not doing insane amount of damage, but it is. At least I find this might not be like the best like high-end build, because I don't find, while Loki can be good, I don't think he's really built for the end game. Unlike a Nova or Trinity that will always, or even a Loki, that can basically have use at any rank because of how strong their abilities are. So I think he's just like a mid-tier, very strong damage dealer. That's where he sort of excels.
Additional life supply has arrived.
So I don't know if building him for like insane amounts of finisher damage, which I really haven't done, I'll be totally honest with you guys at this moment. I've mainly just built him to be efficient, and then I've thrown Steel Charge in the in where Energy Siphon would normally be, so that I can do more melee damage, which is helping to balance out a little bit. I did just only get my hands on blind range, so I'm gonna have to level that up and test that concept out. Although, just being able to constantly cast this thing instead of, say, what's it called? Instead of just having it do shit tons of damage, might be the better way to go.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
And as you can see, it's doing a fairly good job. I mean, this is only T1, but it's still doing a fairly good job of.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
I did try and do a sortie yesterday, and I got through waves first 1 and 2, and then a squad quit out on me on sortie 3, which was a bit of a pain. I might try and redo that, but it is really hard.
Get ready for a capsule.
The one nice thing about PC over console is that all those guys pretty much always have headsets, whereas I find console, because this game has chat, people are less inclined to mic. I feel like at this sort of level, you kind of need to mic.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Or at the very least have a very specific concept of what your role is when executing even the easiest objective types at ranks like 80 to 100.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.
And the one nice thing I like over this build, over say a Blind Rage, and while I don't have it, I have seen a lot of people use it, is just the fact that it doesn't cost me much to cast, but I still do get some strength bonus because I have Steel Charge on, and Blade Storm is affected by my melee weapon. So even right now, I think I only have like a level 10 Skana, Prism Skana. It's getting some work done because of Steel Charge. Look at that, there we go.
Additional life support has arrived.
If you don't have them, by the way, guys, the easiest way to break into some of the higher level stuff is to work on your syndicate. Like the minute you unlock your syndicate stuff, which I believe is master rank 3, which you should be able to get by like within 8 hours of playing. I think you can hit master rank 3. It comes quite quickly. Is go and start doing that stuff so you can get your syndicate status up. It does get a little bit long in the end because you start needing prime parts and whatnot to be able to rank up, but if you can at least do the early grind work, you'll save yourself a lot of headache later.
Tenno, prepare for life supply.
Weird, it's sort of glitching.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Kind of digging this. I think I have Power Drift on, maybe Cutting Drift. I'm liking how the slide sort of happens on his run now. I kind of like that. I did that in preparation. I picked up a set of drift mods in preparation for Neza, who I think is going to become sort of my high level support. Mainly because I'm kind of getting tired of always playing Nova. I mean, while I rarely play Trinity, and it seems to be like there's more and more Loki players now, so me being Loki is less and less important. But I do play these fast, very nimble characters. I like to think pretty well. I think I build them well. I think I have the concept of what it takes
On the way.
to be those characters pretty down pat. So that's what I'm going to keep striving towards, is characters like that. And Neza fits that profile perfectly.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
So for those of you who haven't picked a syndicate, and I do plan on making a video about the new player experience, because while it has improved since I've done it, I had a buddy just recently go through all of this, and he still had a really hard time, and I feel like Digital Extremes isn't doing enough for console players in terms of a referral program and whatnot to warrant
Operative just found. They could
more veteran players to always help out. And I mean, Warframe does have a very good community in comparison to some other games. I know the Destiny community I found got quite toxic near the end. People were always down to just they'd ask you for something and would just up and leave. They wouldn't help if you were looking for a group or whatever, which is too bad, really. Warframe does seem better than most. Definitely better than, say, something like COD would be.
life support incoming.
Although I do wish there was something that D came and said, like, hey, are you sherpering people around all the time? Let us make you a set of mods, or let us give you a weapon that you can attain after you, say, have done 20 Sherpas or something along those lines. That would clearly clearly motivate players to get out and help new players and recruit new players, which would hopefully keep the game alive. So I'm not 100% sure how it would work. I know it can, considering Destiny just put it in the system. Like that, even a Sedana, like give us like a special, like a community, almost like a community moderator Sedana, if that's a thing. I think that could be really cool, especially because cosmetic items usually, for the most part, cost platinum. So I think giving them away as like player gifts for really supporting the community would be a really cool way to just handle things. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. I think that could work. It would need some polish off, obviously, but I think the concept itself is fairly sound. If you haven't seen this, by the way, I'm not going to talk about this right now, because I know not everyone has completed Second Dream, so I don't want to spoil it for the people that haven't completed Second Dream, but I will be spoiling it in the next month or so if you haven't done it already, so make sure you get on it. I know I came back after a fairly long hiatus from Warframe after hearing about Second Dream, and I'm really glad I did. I'm really glad to be back into it. And I'm really glad to continue working on the build series, because I find my builds, or my preferences for builds, are different from quite a few builds I've seen online already. So I'm glad to be able to do it, because it's puts my own spin on things and shows that, hey, I can build some half decent characters too. As you can see right there, that's just one of the nice things about how I personally prefer to build Loki. I build Loki as almost like my Rhino or my Excalibur. I find he needs some tankiness to be who he is. So I think he actually has the highest health of any of my Warframes, if I'm not mistaken. Followed closely up probably by Trinity, I think. But you can can see like his Blade Storm here just absolutely decimates. And in combination with some of the new stuff from Second Dream, some of the abilities, my energy goes down absolutely, but it's definitely never running out. And this, so if you haven't picked the Syndicate yet, by the way, I highly recommend,
The more successful we will be.
I highly recommend Steel Meridian, because even though their primary is a shotgun, shotguns did get a big buff in the last update for those who don't know, but they also got a, they get the Vacor Marlock, which is an amazing pistol that actually had to be nerfed early in its inception, because it used to actually provide so much health that if you went down and managed to trigger the explosion from getting enough kills, it would res you. That's how much health you got back. So that was patched after a little while, but it's still an amazing pistol. When the proc goes off, it gives you back 300 health and a movement speed increase. So you can see right there, so I'm full health now, and I just killed everything in this little wave. And it has a really good status chance. It has a really good crit chance. It's just an all-around good pistol. I find it's very diverse in how you can build it. I know I have multi-shot, and I think I have viral and radiation on it right now, if I'm not mistaken. Sort of a combination build of a bit of everything. But I love it. It's honestly my favorite pistol. It can, even in the sorties level 80 to 100, the most I was putting into a high level enemy was 4 shots. Which in my mind is pretty damn good considering the pistol itself isn't Formud, I don't believe. I believe it's just the standard with the catalyst and whatnot. And it's really damn good. So that's what I recommend. The other one's my choice too, which is still good, not as good as they were, I don't think. Is the Arbiters of Hexus and the Cephalon Suda, mainly because you get access to the Telos Bolto and the Telos Boltor. And the Boltor, I mean, the Boltor Prime is probably the best. I'd say probably the best primary weapon in this game, quite honestly. It just destroys everything, and the Bolto are great secondaries. They're a heck of a lot better than their standard counterparts. And I believe they give energy back, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong on that. And then the Cephalon Suda give you the Cynoid Gamma Core, which the Gamma Core itself was not an amazing weapon. It has gotten better since it came out as a laser weapon, but it helps to provide your energy and keep your energy pool up as opposed to providing your health back, which is another cool option. I know I ran that for a long time on my caster frames like Nova, just to keep energy up. The only thing that really bothers me is I feel like it should be a stealth weapon. I feel like calling it, saying that it's loud and alarming is sort of bullshitty, because it's a laser. Like, any lasers you've ever seen are not making crazy amounts of noise. It doesn't happen. So I feel like it's a little unrealistic in that sense, but maybe that's what they did to balance it. But those are some really good weapons, and the primary you get from Cephalon Suda isn't great, but it is fun. This guy keeps going down, but he's a clan mate. We're working on farming Argon crystals at the moment, so I figured it'd be a good reason to test out some stuff. And as you can see here, Blade Storm is just a strength. One thing I find crazy is that you don't take damage during Blade Storm. I mean, that in itself seems a little absurd to me. I would, before getting Ash, I would have always assumed that he would. And the fact that he doesn't is just crazy. Kill all these guys real quick. And he also has a teleport, so he has a bit of... I find while I know some people don't like having, let's call them traversal abilities, I find them actually quite useful, and I've started using them a bit more. I know the big one now is at the end of missions is using Nova's wormhole to just get out as fast as humanly possible. Mainly because in the higher rounds I'm either running out of energy or I'm pretty low on health.
This bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
So if you guys have any questions about the new player experience, please let me know or comments, because I think honestly that's the biggest problem with Warframe at the moment is they give you access to everything within the first quest, but there's huge chunks of the game that they don't really explain very well without having to go to the training section of the codex. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even really know about the training section of the codex until I was about mastery rank 6 or 7. So that should explain to you how, I don't want to say obscure because it's not obscure, how poorly designed it was at the time. It is, they are slightly better now. But it's nowhere to say, like I'm thinking Borderlands 2 style tutorial or Destiny style tutorial. Both do like a very, very good job of breaking down how to of everything. And I really think that if Warframe wants to compete on the AAA level, which I know right now they're not, they need to consider revamping that whole experience. And I know they had talked about, they spoke in a dev stream the other day about the fact that they wanted a more cinematic quests. So hopefully we have more cinematic quests coming in 2016. I think they confirmed at least 2 more. And hopefully they can make that happen. I mean, personally, I would much rather they focus on cinematic quests and say maybe miss a week of sending us out a Warframe or something along those lines, so they can get those out. But it is what it is. I may die here. No. See, look at this. Look at this pure murder. And I mean, look at the range on that. At the way I was able to target that gunner, and just like it was essentially I was in that room helping this dude out without even really having to get over there. Like it was a teleport, and it was a damage ability all in one, and it's absurd the level. And I mean, to think that we still have Warframes like Hydroid, which, and I'm sorry Hydroid users, Hydroid is useless at any rank. I mean, he's good for having a little bit of fun, but he doesn't play support very well. He doesn't crowd control very well outside of his tentacles, which the animation is terrible on them, and they don't do that much damage, which sucks. Just basically just like flops around enemies until you run out of energy, and then you get stuck having to kill those enemies all over again. So I think he needs a total rework, and I honestly think that that Volt needs a total rework as well. Because his ult is probably the weakest in the game, and outside of his speed ability and maybe to some extent his shock ability, or sorry, his shield ability is good. I find his shock is underwhelming, quite frankly. I'd like to see a passive put on him
this without you.
that meant that he gave all his weapons electrical damage. That might be a little too strong, but something along those lines I think would make him a useful character again. Because outside of doing a couple captures when I need prime parts, I don't touch my Volt Prime, and he looks really nice. And Volt was my starter character, so I do have like some emotion towards that guy, but he's just not strong enough. He just really is not strong enough. And it sucks because he is one of the starter Warframes. And if you ask me, quite honestly, I think they would have been better off putting maybe, I want to say Trinity, but I feel like Trinity would be too strong as a starter frame. But there are people that want to play that sort of healer build and don't get really a healer for any significant amount of time, because Trinity is a ways away and you have to farm that stupid guy with the hoses. Really hate that boss. I think it's honestly quite a bit easier to get Trinity Prime. Than it is to get regular Trinity.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
So I mean, as you can see there, I did carry my teammate a little bit. I had 900 kills in the 25-minute defense. A large portion of that did come from just using Bladestorm. But I mean, it really just comes down to how you build. So I'll take you guys over and let's take a look at the build. Right now that I'm talking about. So here's what I'm running. Ignore Cunning Drift. I'm just sort of, I got all the drift mods the other day, and I'm just sort of toying with the idea of them. I also like the idea of armored agility. But this is what I'm running right now. I got Steel Charge for my melee damage.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator.
Got Prime Continuity over here for duration on my stealth. Intensify helps with strength. I kind of hope they bring a primed Intensify, although I feel like it might be a little too strong. Same with Streamlined. We got Streamlined and Fleeing Expertise for duration. And Continuity here really is to try and balance out duration a little bit. I may try and get this up to rank 9 and possibly Forma just to get it to fit. To sort of balance that out. I mean, I do get a bit from Constitution, but I feel like if I could balance these out at 60 and 60, and then we just have the Constitution, which does the increase, that would be kind of nice. And again, we lose a bit on Transient Fortitude. But Strength, again, helps with strength helps with all your abilities, quite frankly. And while I'm not a big Shuriken fan, it does do its job as far as damage goes. And then finally, I have Vigor and Vitality for health. Vigor I really like. I wish they would make more mods that were this good with no downside. I mean, Constitution's probably one of them. But like, Transient Fortitude, Fleeting Expertise, all have um, great great upside with terrible downside. But that's my build right now. I may toy with the idea of possibly putting on a narrow-minded as opposed to the vigor. You don't really need flow. Although I mean, if you have it and you have the space, you could put a flow in that slot. Vigor, honestly, right now is probably the flex slot. You could always put narrow-minded, which would up your stealth a little bit. Lower your range, which I believe is just the targeting range on your teleport and the targeting range on your blade storm. But don't quote me on that. You want your power strength, so overextended really isn't very useful. Constitution's already on there. Continuity again. If you have the primes, I recommend at least getting your primes when you get them to above what your rares are, so that way you can actually see a difference and see if it's worth ranking it up all the way. I'm not a huge fan of like purposely like completely min-maxing everything so that the math is 100%. I would much rather have all my mods be completely ranked up and just form the shit out of something, quite honestly. But that's my build. Hopefully you enjoy. I might also try Power Drift in the slot. The only problem is it under the space right now? And I could form it, but I was kind of hoping to make at least a starter build for now, for lower tier stuff, and I may form him and do a bit more with him later. But that's what I'm working with now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat, and I will be back on later, probably making videos. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream later or not, but you'll definitely something